Hey everybody, welcome back to Robin's Kitchen.
Welcome back to Robin's Kitchen. I know you read the description. It said Crawfish Étouffée. I am excited to make this with you guys. I know down here in Louisiana, every family has their own recipe. By no means am I the expert on crawfish étouffée, but I like it a lot, and so I wanted to make it and share it with you guys. So let me go over the ingredients with you guys. Okay, first, we have our seasonings here. I have some 20 sacharins. I have like 3 teaspoons of 20 sacharins. I have 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I have a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, a little bit of salt. I also added this, it's called Cajun Trinity. It's just dehydrated bell pepper, onion, and celery. So I put like a little bit of that in here and a bay leaf. So we're gonna use that bay leaf later. So I have all the seasonings. I wanted it a bit more spicy, so that's why we have like a half a teaspoon of cayenne and the 20 sacharins. They have a no salt 20 sacharins, and if you don't have that where you live, any type of Creole seasoning will do. All right, we have 3 tablespoons of flour because we're gonna make a roux, and 3 tablespoons of salted butter. We have garlic here. We have our Trinity, which is onion, bell pepper, and celery. So we have 1 rib of celery chopped up. We have 1 whole bell pepper and a medium white onion. So we have that all here. We have green onion for garnish. Of course, we have, tomato paste. We have Worcestershire sauce. And then the star of the show, our crawfish. I was able to get crawfish tails at my local grocer. They were on sale. If you live in an area where crawfish is not readily available, you can use shrimp. So just use a pound of shrimp. So any shellfish, but I'm using crawfish. I made this with crawfish and shrimp. Oh, it was good. And then the liquid. So most recipes call for chicken stock. If you can make your own seafood stock, do that. What I'm gonna do today is, I got the Better de Bouillon lobster base, so I'm gonna make a stock with this. So I have my water in a pot, I let it come to a simmer, and then I added 2 heaping tablespoons of this. So that's what we're gonna use for our etouffee. And then of course, I got my rice cooking in the back. You can use whatever rice you wanna use. I'm cooking basmati rice. You can use jasmine rice, white rice, but a white rice will do, okay? A plain white rice will do. So, or you can have it with like grits. Like I made a smoked Gouda grit. Oh, it was so good. But if you don't have grits, rice will do just fine. So when we come back, we're gonna put all this together and we're gonna get started. See you in a minute. Hey everybody, let's get started with our etouffee. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our salted butter. So this is actually 4 teaspoons or 4 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna allow that butter to melt in our pot. And then once that's melted, we're gonna add our flour. So we're gonna allow this to melt. It smells good, it's fragrant. You know, allow this to melt all the way down. I wish you guys can smell the Trinity. It smells so good. Ooh, yes. You can use oil. We're not gonna have this as a dark, rich roux like you would for a gumbo, but we want it to still be brown. We want it to be brown, but we don't want it to be like that deep chocolate color that you will want for a gumbo. This is something quick, light, because you know that roux for a gumbo, you're gonna be cooking for 20-30 minutes trying to get that together. All right, so that has melted down. Now we're gonna add our flour. Yes, we're just gonna spread that flour over. I don't know if you can hear the sizzling of the flour and the butter, but this is gonna be amazing. I wish you guys can smell the lobster base back here. Like I said, if you don't have lobster base, you can always use chicken stock. You know, you can get chicken stock for $1.50 for a box of chicken stock. So, or if you're feeling jazzy, make your own chicken stock. Or you can make your own seafood stock. You get the shells, like say you had like shrimp, use the shells of the shrimp. If you have some crawfish shells, if you have lobster shells, and then put your veggies in there, your herbs, and make your own seafood stock. You can do that if you have it available. So what I usually do, because I buy fresh fish, when I clean it and deshell it, I save the shells, put them in a Ziploc and keep it in the freezer so that I can make some seafood stock later. So we're gonna allow this to brown. We got a while. Do not take your eyes off of this. You gotta keep it going, keep stirring, because you don't want it to burn. Because if it burns, you gotta start over. You have to start over. So we're gonna keep going, moving this along. Want it to get brown and beautiful, and the so it can be ready for our seasonings and spices. If we were making like macaroni and cheese, you know how you make your bechamel, you would want it to be like a blonde color. But no, we're making étouffée, so we want it to be like a caramel, a light caramel color. That's all the flavor. Yes, so we're gonna keep going. When we come back, we're gonna add our seasonings, and then the star of the show. Let me tell you before we leave, the crawfish, let me tell you about the crawfish. It comes frozen, the tails, but they're already cooked. So you're gonna add the crawfish at the end, because you don't want it to be overcooked and rubbery, but we want it at the end, and we still want that flavor. But we want this base to like simmer and develop flavors. So we're gonna keep going, and I got my trusty wooden spoon, and when we come back, we're gonna add our seasonings. So now my roux is a nice peanut color. It's like a peanut butter color. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a peanut butter color. I don't want it to trip. So nice and peanut buttery, perfect color. Like I said, I don't want it to be too dark. See if you can see it right here. Peanut butter. Nice peanut butter color. All right, so now we're gonna add our, what we call the seasonings. Yes. Then we're gonna add our garlic, and ooh, it smells good. Add our garlic now. So this is like 6 cloves of garlic. Woo-wee. And I got this on like medium, because when it was on high, it was just it was cooking a little too fast, and we don't want nothing to burn. So we just want to cook this down. Add my tomato paste, about a teaspoon of tomato paste. Yes. Ooh-wee. We just let this cook. Continue to cook it. Yes. I'm gonna add my seasonings, not my bay leaf yet, not yet. We're gonna add that once the liquid is added. So all my seasonings here. Oh, that smells so good. Yes. Yep. Get all that goodness cooked down. Yes. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. It smells so good. So now we're going to add some of our liquid. So we really want like 2 cups of liquid. We don't want it to be a soup, but we want it to be thick, right? Yes. Oh my gosh. I want you guys to see the color of this. and this is gonna cook down. So this is gonna cook down, but it's like a nice, beautiful color, rich color. Okay, put this one, I can feel it bubbling. I probably need a little bit more liquid, but don't forget we need our Worcestershire sauce. I didn't add all my seasoning yet because it's you want to add salt. I mean, you want to add salt. You can't take it away. It's easier to add, but you can't take it away. So I'm gonna put a little bit more liquid. And this is thick. It looks beautiful though. A little bit more liquid. Oh yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Scrape the sides of your pan here. It's nice and thick because we have that roux. We're gonna add our bay leaf. I can smell all the seasonings. Oh my gosh, I want to sneeze so bad, y'all. Let me get a little taste. See if I need to add anything. I want to add a little bit more seasoning. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Because it's like so, the seasoning, right? So I'm gonna put this on low, and I'm gonna allow this to simmer about 20 minutes before we add our crawfish. We're gonna add our crawfish the last 10 minutes. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Hey y'all, so I allow my étouffée, well, the base, to simmer for about 20 minutes. And look how the color, look how rich it looks. So about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's about 30 minutes. I allow it to simmer. And so I'm gonna add my crawfish tails. Like I said, if you do not have crawfish, you can use shrimp. And like I said, I don't wanna overcook the crawfish, right? So this brings the temperature down because they've been in the refrigerator. We're just gonna add our beautiful crawfish. We're allow it to simmer for about, I'm gonna let it simmer for like 10 minutes so it can warm up and we can impart some of the crawfish flavor in here. But oh my gosh, it looks great. Oh my god, so far. Look at it so far. Look! It looks amazing, you guys. So like I said, I got it on low. I have it on low. I'm gonna allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes and then we're gonna plate. So I'll see you in a few. Hey you guys, we are back. I will be taste testing today. We are doing the crawfish étouffée. It came out so beautifully. Let me move this over. I want you guys to see how beautiful and rich this is. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's rich. It is beautiful. It has a beautiful silky color. It's just amazing, nice and thick. This is what we made, y'all. Beautiful, right? And so it's gonna be better the next day. So I plated some already for myself, you know, put a little bit more. Of course, you know, I made my basmati rice, and then we just put a little green onion on top to just, oh, that was a long one. A little green onion on top for garnish. And then we're gonna give it a try. My friends are coming over later to have some of this and some cheesecake. So let's give it a try. Well, you know I love rice. This rice is fluffy and just amazing. Oh my God. This is so flavorful and got some spice to it. Woo! Now this is spicy. So if you don't want it spicy, you can omit the cayenne pepper. But if you like it spicy like me, this is rolling. Woo-wee! Oh my gosh. And like I said, you can add shrimp to it, because I've done it with shrimp and crawfish. But this is good, y'all. This is so good. And if you want to get a little fancy, sprinkle some crab meat on top. That's real fancy. Ooh. Let me take another bite. Oh my God. This is so good, y'all. Let me finish chewing. This is amazing, y'all. This is good. This is really good. But until next time, you guys, don't be afraid to take the risk. I love you. Keep eating.
You know what to do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.